Good morning, my sweet friends. This is Tanya at Sidegigcrafts, and I am so very glad you are here with me today. Thank you, thank you, thank you for spending time with me. I don't have a plan today, guys. We're just going to do a craft with me. I started some projects last night and started working on some things. So I've got some projects on my desk here, and I just thought I'd sit down for a little crafty session and chit chat and play with you and, turn on the camera and just sit and visit for a little bit. So I got my coffee here. I have a couple ideas because, like I said, I did start some things last night. I got all of these die cuts in they're little charms, really. Excuse me, I need my coffee yet this morning. It's been a long night with the storms. So there's a billion of them. I started covering them with paper last night. Somebody gave me these, and you could use, for you, I know you're probably not going to get some of these, or maybe you will, but you could use a die cut and just cut out a bunch of the shape, whether it's hearts, moons, stars, circles, squares, rectangles, whatever shape you want, and put the little hole in there. You could do the same thing. So you don't have to have this, or you could use your scissors and cut those, or maybe you have a better way to do it. But I have a bunch of these and I need to do something with them. So I covered a bunch while I was watching the news with old vintage paper. And then I did cover a couple with fabric as well. So we'll need to cut those out. But with this vintage paper, this worked really, really neatly because all I had to do is bend against and I can just tear them out. I didn't even have to cut them, guys. I'm going to have to go back. Well, I'll show you how I'm going to clean them up a little bit. I do need to clean them up, and we're going to decorate them some more. But I thought this was a really easy way to do it, so I wanted to show you that. So your brittle vintage paper scraps that you have laying around, this would be a really great project for that. Because what are you going to do with them anyway? You can't put them in a book because they're too brittle, right? So we might as well use them for collage or for something different. And that's where we're at. So this was a storybook that I had sitting here, and it doesn't have any pictures on it. And I thought, let's just use those because I'll be able to decorate them a little bit easier without all the color and stuff on them. So that's why I chose the ones I did. I'll just tear this little page out. But yeah, that's what I'm doing today. We're just gonna have a little play day with no major plans. I also put together a journal cover, which I'll also show you in just a little bit. Let me finish this part first, or this little page first. I was looking through photos yesterday and thought, oh, that photo needs to be a journal cover. And so I made that cover and started it. Maybe you guys can help me decide what else I need to put on it. I feel like it needs a little bit more, but I'm not sure what. I don't want it to be too grungy. I want it to look like an old book, but not a grungy one. Does that make sense? Something that you might find from long, long ago, but it's held up really well in the years that it's been sitting, kind of thing. Does that make sense too? Okay, so that's my thoughts. And I want to make it botanical. I want a botanical journal out of it. So I'm going to have to find just the right papers. It'll have music paper in it, I'm sure. Vintage music paper, botanical paper. It'll be a whole mixture of things. So what I did, I just obviously, just glued these to the paper and then tore them out. So I don't have to show you how to glue. I just showed you how I tore it. Let's use some scissors and cut these out. I'm going to have to probably use I don't know if my Tim Holtz will do well with fabric. I don't know, maybe, because they're small, so that's kind of why I'm thinking. It might be kind of hard to get to the edges on some of these. I might have to go back. But you also know how to cut, so I don't need to do all of them. It might be easier to just go this way with my fabric scissors. With Grandma's fabric scissors. I love these scissors. I'm so glad I got these when she didn't need them anymore. Because they make me think of her every single day. And that's kind of nice. And I think I'm going to cut all of these out because I'd like to, I have a project for those And that's why I did these on this fabric, because I wanted to use this blue fabric for that project. And I think these will make a cute, cute charm for that project. I'm making somebody a baby book for a little boy. And I'm going to put together a little kit so that she can make the book herself with the little items, the ephemera and stuff that I make. So she'll be able to create her baby's book. I can't turn this so I can, okay. I can, I mean. There we go. Gretchen, what are you doing? This is the awkward cut. So if you do these in paper, you could potentially just, I mean, if you don't have a die cut, or if you have a die that you can use to cut, you could collage the paper with whatever you want to put on it and then cut them out. That would be easy too. That would make it really easy. But since I already have these cut, I want to use these. I didn't put the time in to cut them, but that would be a faster, probably simpler way to do it if you wanted to make something similar, is collage your paper into a master board, like something like this, and then cut your stars out or your shape out. That would make it a lot easier, faster, probably simpler. So that's an option. Or if you have a master board already made, that would work really well. But unfortunately, not unfortunately at all, I have this shape already made. This was given to me, so I am just making something out of them. So gratefully, I have these already. And one more time. All right, those are done. So that part's done. Okay, let's put these up. Now, these, oops, the fabric ones, I'm not going to ink because I don't want them dingy. So I'm going to hold on to these for a minute, or a bit, because I'm not sure exactly what I want to do with those just yet. Now, the next ones, these ones, I want to use, obviously, because I tore them, they're going to have rough edges, right? So I'm going to use some sandpaper, and we can actually sand that back to make smoother edges. I'm trying not to shake the camera, guys. Sorry if I am. And that will just take those edges off. So if you have a little, you know, Tim Holtz sandpaper disc thing, that would be a perfect time to get this out. I have the sanding block. I don't have one of those little things. So this works well in my craft stash. So maybe you have some sandpaper out in the wood shop, if you have one, or in the garage, or, you know, that works pretty well. So it'll still work. I like these too because they're, you can get them into those corners, and it's easier for me to hold. It's hard to do the handle thing sometimes. All right, so that works pretty great. I'm not roughing up the edges too much, and it's okay with me if it's not perfectly cleaned up. But if you have some edges, just turn it back over and it works really good. See that? See the difference? So that's a great way to clean up those edges if you need to. If you need to. Of course, if you used your die cut on your masterboard, you're going to have clean cut edges, and you don't have to do this part. But you could also, if you are trying to grunge them up a little, you could use this technique to grunge them up, just go in a little bit more aggressively and scrape up those edges. Now, because watching people sand paper in a video grates on my nerves, those are the only two I'm going to do on video for you today. I'm going to come back in a little bit when I have a pile of these done, and we're going to move on to the next part. Okay, friends, I've got some of them done. My hands started hurting, so I'm like, okay, I got plenty to work with today. I've got some of these banker ones. I really love these. Some of these I am going to do a little grungy, and some of them I'm not. So these were all ledger and banking. Look at this one with the handwriting on it. I love that one. So some of these will be grungy. I'm going to start with those first because I have an idea. I have an idea for these. I want to do eventually a some kind of a military, USA military kind of thing. I don't have a full idea yet, so I'm just going to leave it that way because I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do it yet. But it will have a theme because I have a lot of military pictures. I have a lot of aviation pictures. I have a lot of those kind of things, and I'd really like to do something in that spectrum. I think it would be amazing. And some of those I want a little more grungy. So what I'm going to do, I did clean around the edges. I'm going to go back on some of these and kind of clean up a little more on the front and just kind of scrape some of it back. So I have a little bit more of the craft paper in the front showing. Some of them are already roughed edges from, you know, not gluing properly, whatever. But I want a little bit more of that paper in the front, so it's a little more ragged. Now, I know I said sanding on video kills my brain cells, because it does. I hate it. But I do want to show you how I'm doing it. So I have to do just a little bit, but I'm not going to do that on all of these. But some of them you could. And, you know, just kind of get rough with it and take off some of those ends. Actually, this works a lot better. Oh yeah, that worked a lot better. This is the area where it would wear back anyway, right? If it was worn. See how it's just pulling that back a little bit? That's going to leave a little bit more of that craft paper showing. So just get in there and just do it. This is great. We could even, I wonder how it would work in the middle, if maybe I just picked a spot. Just kind of wore some of that away. I don't want to wear all the handwriting away though. So it's not quite as, yeah, that looks beat up and stuff. Which, I mean, it's already old paper, so it's going to be beat up, right? I'll do that on this one too. I'm just going to do a few of them, just a couple. Ooh, maybe I shouldn't have done this one because it's taking off the worn, the authentic worn bit. It's okay. Just get in there. Get in there. Get in there. Get that torn off. Come on now. Oh, this is going to look so cool. Yes. Okay. Look at that. It kind of took off some of the lead, which I'm bummed about, but it gave me some really raw edges on there. And that's what I'm kind of looking for, because what we're going to do is we're going to use some inks and we're going to use some stamping and stuff. So my thought is on these, I was playing with alcohol ink the other day, and I think we're going to try it on a different one first. We're going to try it on a blank one first, because I don't want to ruin these if it doesn't work the way I want it to. Okay. Now, because I sanded the edges, I'm hoping that will open the pores up on the edges of these. So I'm going to try to mimic that just a little by sanding one of these just a bit. And then let's take some of this alcohol ink and see if it spreads on the paper. I kind of think it will. Well, I don't want it to drip on the paper. I want it to spread on the paper. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Maybe if I dab it a little more purposefully, it's still spreading. That's kind of cool. Let's see what happens with maybe a lighter color. Maybe I could use a brush. Maybe that would work better. Let's try that. Gretchen, you're snoring a lot over there, baby. And maybe I could just kind of tap it in to some of those areas. Maybe that would work even better. Maybe, maybe not. All right, so I'm learning as I go. Let's try. Now I could just use ink. I mean, like my oxides and such, but I was thinking this might spread a little better and kind of look a little more authentic as far as, you know, if it had actually gotten wet and damaged. Kind of thing. Okay, that's cool. We can work with that. This is the really worn out one. Yeah, it really soaks into that. I think it's just going to take a little practice getting just the right amount. Oops, and that was not it. To go around there. Okay. Oh. Okay, cool. They're all going to be different because I'm doing them all differently. Some of it's taking that, the ink right underneath that paper. There's a drip underneath there I'm going to get. Awesome. I think I want a little bit more down here. This isn't the last thing I'm going to do, but we're going to grunge a few of them up. Not all of them. We're going to still use the oxides and stamper ink as well. Okay. I don't want to go. I'm going to leave that at that. For now. I don't have any alcohol in here, so that's going to just stay there, I think. Actually, it's not going to stay there. I'm going to take it off. So one of the things I love about this glass mat, and I have this in my desk just for this reason, I can take this razor blade and just kind of go this way. Wipe that off. So all those things that won't just wipe off, I can use this. I cleans the hot glue off, regular glue, all the things. Takes it right off, and I can use that to cut stuff. So there we go. Easy peasy, done. Next, I want to take, so some of these I want to use that red, white, and blue thing, like I was saying. I have some stamps over here that I'd like to use. I think these will work well. I don't know exactly which one I want. Let's do this one on some things. I don't know what it says. It says, it looks official. It's got a building on it and stuff. It says Berlin something or other, but I want to use the other end anyway. So let's try this, and let's put some, what color ink? Let's put this color ink on there. Some red-ish. Well, this is going to be a dark red. The reason why is because I'm thinking it's an older something or other. So, and it looks just a lot like that, doesn't it? Just adding a little extra something on there. Okay, it's just a detail. And then we could use something like this one, and I think I want to use a blue color for this one. We'll go with the darkest blue I can see. That would be my chipped sapphire. And for this one, I'm going to use an inking block because my fingers aren't that tiny. My fingers are tiny, but not that tiny. So I'm just kind of adding some red, white, and blue here. Random ways. Okay, and then put that one there. We could use I'm gonna need some writing on some of these, like just a couple, okay, of this one. Let's use this one. Like this one. This one needs something. Let's just put this across here. Perfect. That's what I was looking for. This one. Like it's an official document of some sort. We don't need it on all of them, so we'll put this one away. You guys know that's my favorite stamp already. All right, look how beautiful and how different they look already. And then I think I want a number. Do I have a number on any of these stamps? If not, that's okay because I've got plenty of number stamps. Not particularly those, but I believe I have another. I think I have one sitting on my desk. Oh, excuse me, please. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. So sorry for that. I really do. I think I have one sitting here. There's the NO part. Where's the actual number? The true number. Oh, I think that's it right there. Yes, I think it is. Well, even if it isn't, it's going on here. It is. Okay, we're going this way because that's right side up. And it's just a tiny number. And we're going true black with this one. We're going archival. Okay. Just need a number. Oh, it's upside down. That's okay. Doesn't matter. It just needs to be on there somehow. We'll go upside down with this one because the writing is that direction. Okay, so there's that. You guys, I think that's amazing already. So I think that's all the stamping I necessarily need to do. We're going to go around and ink the outside of these really quick. And we're going to call this project done for a minute. Well, we're going to call this project done. I'm not going to go too crazy with these. I didn't really want to grunge them out too much. Well, these I do. I do want to grunge these, and I'm going to go on this side too. Because these I do want grungy. We can stick a bulb pin in them. Put some beads on there. Really make them something. And I think adding this ink around the edges really brings that alcohol ink looking a lot more legit and less random. Isn't that pretty? I like these. I think I'm going to make a whole lot more grungy ones. I'm going to make some, like I said, I'm going to make some that are not grungy too. But that being said, it might be kind of hard. That's just my taste, I think. That's my style. I like the grunge. I'll show you all of them in just a minute. Let me get this. Oops, I forgot to do the back. I can do the back later. Obviously, I can't do all of these with you today. I still want to show you the journal cover, so there's that. Stay with me. Inky Finger. You should call me Inky Fingers. Inky Fingers. Inky Fingers. All right, there you go. Okay, so that being done, I'm going to put this up again. This is the one that's not marked. Did I ever tell you guys that I found my lost ink pad? Yeah, it was labeled and put away where it was supposed to be. It was right where it was supposed to be. I just thought it was a different color. So I put it away. That's where it was supposed to. Anyway, I said that already. There we go. It's cute, right? And they do have holes punched in them. I'll have to go back and punch the holes back in them now that they're decorative. I absolutely adore these. I think they turned out super cute. You could add so many other things. You could do, one of the things that I was thinking about, you could use a matte medium or something over them if you wanted to seal them. You could make them shiny if you wanted to. I can go back and punch the holes in these. Let's go ahead and I'm going to finish these to completion actually. So you can see what I'm looking at, because you might be looking at it thinking, what? Why is that so great? But I'm seeing, when I'm doing these and I'm showing you, oh, this is amazing, I'm seeing in my head the whole finished project. And I should share that vision with you. So I'm going to go back and just line up that hole with my tool here, my chomper. So I'm just punching the same hole that was already cut in these, because these already came with the hole in them. I'm not making a new one. I'm trying to line it up the best that I can. I think I'm going to put eyelets in these too. Oh, you know what? We'll do the fabric ones next, because I do need to do those, and that'll show you how they look not grungy. Let me put in, I don't have very many eyelets left. I need to order some. I'm going to put in some blue ones and some metal colored ones. Like some dark blue is beautiful, would be perfect with these. You can see that. Look at that. Love it. I love it. Here we go. And then we'll put in some metal ones. I don't want them shiny because remember this is grungy, so I don't want shiny. We got some dark metal. And some more dark metal. I think I'm gonna have to get online and order some new eyelet. This is all I have. I don't have very many at all. I think I dumped them all in here. Yeah. I need to get some options. I'm running out of options. That one's nice. It's not shiny, but it's not shiny. And when I go to make these, I probably won't put eyelets in all of them, just depending on the project probably. But I want you to see the possibilities here. Those are both nice, so I won't put one back because it'll just take me time to get it out again. There we go. There's that one. And here's the last one for today. For now. Okay, we'll close this back up. I'm going to put this away real quick because it will end up on the floor. Otherwise, and that is what I don't want. Do you guys keep your crocodile in the box, or do you keep them some other way? Let me know, because I've been tempted to get it out of the box and keep it a different way, but I just don't know what would be better. So show me or tell me about your storage for your crocodile if you do it different. Let's get some bulb pins out. Shaking the Altoid tins. I know they're in here somewhere. There we go. All right. This is so easy. Take a little pin and pin it. You could put twine through there. That would be nice. We could put little beads on there, which I can... Oh, I have an idea. My Hishi beads. Oh my gosh, that would be cute. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Right here. Easy to grab. Right here. How about putting some of these on there? I wonder if you could grunge these up a little. Is there a way to grunge these? They're just little clay beads. They're called Hishi beads. They're not clay. These are they clay? They feel like rubber. I think they're rubber. And blue and red. So if we're using them for what I was thinking, those are the colors I would choose. And I would stick them on there. You could put any number you want on there. Something like that. Be cute. Something like that. And again, that's because I want to do that particular theme. Not required, but eventually I'd like to do that. A lot of friends that have served in the military, and I feel like it would be a nice thing. All right. There we are. I like it. I like the addition of the Hishi beads. I also like them without. So let's see. What do we do with the fabric ones? What are we going to do with the fabric ones? Put those up for now. Let's look at those really quick. Now these are for a baby book, so I don't want them too tattered and too... I'm not sure that she's going to like that look. I do need to punch that out. Oops. I guess I wasn't done with it. Let's get it back. Get it back. My crocodile. I don't think I need to do much to them, honestly. I think these will be in addition to, like on a, I'm thinking like on a dangle on the book or something like that, or something. Yeah. Something like that. It's a big book too. I don't want to show you guys because it is a gift for somebody. I should have been using this hole. So I don't really want to show it to you, but I will show it once she gets it. Or I'll record it, but once she gets it, then I'll post it. but I don't want to show it before then. Simply because I want her to see it first. I am going to use these blue. And I can use different colors of blue. There's 2 more. Okay. I'd like to actually finish this book while I'm on my vacation. This week, but I don't know if I'm going to. Got so many other things I'm also working on. All right, so we've got those. Now I do think that, oh man, this is the challenge for me, is the something different, because I want it to be in such a way that it celebrates her and not just my style. Because for babies, I don't do grungy for babies. No. It would be super cute, I think, with more Hishi beads on there. And I'm looking at the book. It has, I'm looking at the paper right now that it's in. It's got blue. It's got blue, pink, different blues, pinks, some tan. It does have a little bit of teal. Kind of like this color, maybe. We'll do each one of them a little bit different with Hishis. This color, this color, this color, or shade of that color. It does have a little pink, but should I avoid the pink? Let's avoid the pink. Put that one. And anything else? I could put a little tan on there. That's cute. Something like that. Simple. My lizards are going crazy in there today. I think they're responding to the weather. They're like, let us have out. We went out. We went out. I need to give them a really good meal today. But they are chomping at the bit to get out today. Well, they're glass surfing. That doesn't mean they want out. They might. It also means, hey, I see you across the room, and I'm the dominant lizard. So, I mean, they do a lot of that. All right, we'll just do that one. Okay, so we've got those. I think those will be nice. The way I'm planning to do it, I'm going to probably put them like on a chain so that they're kind of staggered, or pin them onto a tassel. So I think that'll work just nicely. So you could do something like that as well. Super cute. And I think I want to feel like I want to go around the edges of this. I want to see if it kind of thins out that fabric at the edge. I think it will a little bit. Maybe not too crazy, but oh, that's kind of nice. Yeah, it does. It frays it, which is awesome. So if you do want a dingy, not dingy, but grungy or organic look on these, you can do sand the edges and you can see the fibers are coming loose a little bit, which I think I will do on these because it'll look like they're, you know, they've been through a little bit of something, but not grunged out. You could also, oh yeah, let's do it to at least one. We're going to stamp one of them. Oh, I wonder if I have, shoot. Her theme is Pooh Bear. I don't have any rubber stamps that are Pooh Bear. Yes, I do. I bought them for this project. Yes, I do. Oh my gosh. Okay, I need to do that. I need to find those. Where did I put them? I don't know. You guys, I'll be right back as soon as I find those. Okay, I found them. Okay, so let's look and see. I don't want to do anything with too small of print because I don't know how well it'll show. We could do, oh, these might be too big. I think Pooh with the balloon though might work because I don't need the whole balloon as long as I can get Pooh on there. How do I open this? There it is. Pooh Bear. I'm going to take the beads off. Stay on there, bead. I think I could put this way and still get Pooh on there. Yes, okay. Now, for fabric, you want to be careful how you ink it because it will spread if it's too juicy. So, I'm going to be careful. My archival is pretty juicy, so I want to be careful not to get too much on there. But I do want Pooh to show what Pooh is. Hopefully, I won't ruin this. If so, I'll have to remake these. So, let's see if we can get him on there, like right there. He's on there. Can you see him? Oops. I like it. It's not perfectly clear, but I think it'll be all right. Should I do all of them that way? No, let's do them all different. Let's do, because I found this I Love You stamp in, I wonder if Pooh and the Honey Pot will fit. This one fit? It will. Let's do this one. And then I have an I Love You stamp in another set that I think would be cute if it'll fit. I think it will. All right, let's just set it down there. Cute. Okay, there's Pooh. Hopefully she likes this. But I see this I Love You here. And since baby books are generally from the mama to the baby, I think that's appropriate. We'll have to kind of put it this way to get it in there. I'm going to use a stamping block to get this better. Make sure it fits better. It's going to be hard to see through my fingers. My desk is getting a little too full. Well, we might not get to some of these other projects on video today because I don't think you guys are going to sit around for 2-3 hours. But I will show you still the journal I started yesterday because I told you I would. So we'll do this and then we'll do that. There we go. I love you. There we go. I like it a lot. Like it a lot. Okay. I'll put that stuff away later. I'm not anything new to, mess. All right. So there's those projects today. Let me show you that journal I started because I need your help. This was an old book. And it's the Transactions of the Grand Chapter of the State of Iowa, Volume 4. This is the front. This is how I started it, but I feel like it needs more. It's got crackle paste on there. It's got some matte medium. It's got more crackle paste around the edges. It's got these doilies glued on here. What else does it need, guys? Now, when I do put the closure on, I'm going to use this. I feel like I could break that backing off and just put that on there anyway. But I feel like if I use it, it would be hard to use the book if that was on the front of it because it's so bulky. But I love the way it looks with it. So I'm thinking when I tie it, I'll use fabric and put this on the tie, like tie it low and put this on there. So it will go with it. But I'm thinking of a fabric tie of sorts to tie it shut. So if you can help me think of something that it needs to be, the inside looks like this. It's got this beautiful paper. I'm not covering that. In fact, it's got the pages, the first pages were like that as well. When I put the, I'm going to have to attach the signatures in here, which will cover some of this up, but I'm going to go ahead and use those papers to recover this. So once those signatures are in, I'm going to put those pages over the top of it. Maybe. Or I actually have some bookbinding tape that's this maroon kind of color that I'll try to keep close to the side so I can maintain this and use those pages for something else. That's what my first goal is to try to use those for a different thing. But that's the inside. Isn't it beautiful? I just absolutely love it so far. But yeah, if you can tell me what you think it needs. Not with this, but this is going to be separate because it'll be on that other thing. But if there's something that, I don't know, I can't figure it out. It just doesn't look finished to me. But I trimmed around the edges here and inked it and then added all this stuff. I did this during the storm yesterday. And then added this plate down here. Live Your Story, it says. And then I want to use it as a botanical something. A botanical journal because it's got these beautiful papers in here. And I just think that would be lovely. So I'm thinking maybe put some trim here to cover these, or maybe leave this one and cover this one. I'm not sure yet. So if you have any ideas or thoughts, let me know. I'd love to hear your ideas. So anyways, thanks guys for hanging out with me today. Thanks for crafting with me. I know this is kind of all over the place. That's kind of how I work. But we got a lot done. We got these charms done. We got a future project here done. I've got a long way to go with that pile. And I've got other things over here too that we didn't get to, but that's for another day. So I hope you have a fantastic day. I hope that your family's safe. My heart goes out to those who were affected by the storms yesterday. My prayers are with y'all. So thank you for being here. Love you. See you next time. Bye-bye.